Anyone who has ever moved into a new home or from one house to another knows it can be a stressful experience. From packing boxes to planning the entire transition, it can be a lot. Joining us with some simple moving tips is builder Ryan Thomspon. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, Rick.
All right, you've moved a lot in your lifetime, so have I. You have some bona fide tips that we can take home.
Yes, literally. I do, yeah. So the first one has to do with packing. A lot of people, this is a kind of a DIY. This is kind of what they'll take on if they're hiring movers. But there's some important things to note when you're packing. So we're going to kind of get into it.
All right.
The first one is that you want to make sure when you're using newsprint, and we talked about you can get this from a moving company, a packing store, you want to make sure you're stuffing the bottom of the box, creating a base layer for anything that you put on top, right? So that's already done. We've crumpled it up, created a nice base layer.
You want a nice cushion for things like plates.
Exactly.
Glasses or not.
And so when you do wrap a plate, what you want to do is you want to be generous with the paper, right? So we're going to use, in this case, one sheet, and we're just going to overlap, right? Fold, overlap, fold.
Yep.
And we're good.
So you're folding a slice of pizza after leftovers.
Exactly.
Right?
And the important thing is when you're putting this in the box, you want to be making sure you're doing it vertically, not horizontally.
That's a great hack.
Yeah. Well,
because it is safer that way for the plate.
Exactly. It will prevent your items from breaking. So we can try it there. Let's see.
All right. So how many plates have you broken and before you realized, you know what, I should be doing it vertically?
I haven't broke any, Rick. I used to actually have a moving company, so this is something I've done hundreds of times.
So you know
right?
the deal.
And so that was perfect, right? And then once you have this completely full, you want to again take more newsprint and fill up the top, right? You don't want to have any gaps, any voids. You can even do a little shake test. You don't want, if you hear clink, 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 that's not good.
You got more packing to do.
You got more packing to do.
Yeah, you want it to be silent.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So if you don't have this kind of paper, newspaper would do?
Yeah, exactly. Newsprint would do. You can even, if you have, some towels, some linens, that's a good substitute for filling in some of these gaps. So there's definitely some options.
Okay. So we filled the box, we've jiggled it, there's no noise, it's good to go. Labeling the box is equally important.
It is, and a lot of people kind of overlook this. And so what they actually do when they label a box is they label it on the side.
Okay.
Right? And it's common, people think, okay, I'll label it, sorry, they label it on the top.
On the top.
On the top.
Because that's what they're looking at when they've taped it.
Exactly. Once they've taped it, they label it on the top. But you want to label it on the side because when boxes are stacked up high and you're looking at a pile, you want to be able to just easily be able to scan the pile and know what it is that you're looking for.
You don't want to take 7 boxes down just to find out what's at the bottom.
Exactly. You don't want to create more work for yourself.
All right. And so I like the kit, as in kitchen.
Exactly.
You can use short form.
That's the professional abbreviation.
Also popular these days are storage boxes.
Yeah, and storage boxes, storage containers. So again, if people don't want to necessarily, rent a moving truck themselves, if they're kind of doing the full DIY move, they can rent these containers. They're airtight. They get dropped off to your home. In my current business, we'll use them if we're doing a renovation. You got to move some stuff out of the house. You can sit them on your driveway. You can take the time loading them up. Airtight, they're really a great solution for people who are kind of doing that full DIY move.
This is also popular if you're moving into a home and it's not going to be ready when you're moving out. So this is a nice stopgap or, like a safety net for you.
Exactly, right. So it's really good.
When it comes to emptying dresser drawers, let's talk about this a little bit because this is key.
It is key, and this was a question I used to get constantly. Do we need to empty out our dresser drawers? And the answer is yes. Okay. Okay, and the reason why is what people got to realize is that dressers are not made to be filled with clothes and moved. Right. Right? They're made to be there stationary, and a lot of times too, people have some of the dressers they may have put together themselves, and they may not have put them together that well. So they're really, really, really vulnerable. Yeah. So you want to make sure that you empty them out, take everything out. And that includes like a kitchen drawer with utensils or like your junk drawer you have in your kitchen. Yeah. Like you got to empty that. You got to empty.
If you're moving a cabinet in the kitchen.
Exactly. Yeah. You're moving a cabinet, a hutch. You just want to move everything and just make it easy as well. It can get pretty heavy too for your movers as well, or if you're moving it yourself.
Speaking of movers, we got about a minute. Book these guys and girls early.
Yeah, it's very important that you book your movers early. I mean, especially good companies like, United or Mayflower, they're booking up well in advance. And what people don't realize is that when you call and say, hey, can you move me this weekend? You're being left with, not the best of the best. Right. And you just don't want to be in that situation. Moving, the data's out. Moving is one of the most stressful experiences that people have in their lives. You don't want to be left with a moving company that's not the best of the best.
Call the experts, call them early. Ryan, thanks for stopping by this morning.
Thanks for having me,
All
Rick.
right, more Morning Live coming up.